Thank you to our Patreon supporters, Matt J., Jacqueline M., Carson C., Claire G., and James P. They are supporting our podcast. If you would like to support our podcast, go to patreon.com/whatremember. And if we get 4 more patrons in the month of November, we'll release an episode every single Thursday in December. All we're looking for is 4 new signups at any of the tier amounts. No matter what tier you sign up for, you get exclusive access to our Patreon-only episodes that include Back to the Future, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Men in Black, Beetlejuice, and our episode coming out in November, Labyrinth. Thanks. I was in the street one day, and that man told me that Emma Watson and George Clooney were a thing.
I was gonna say, we need to put Pootie Tang on our list.
Tibitab.
Tibitab.
Sarate. Warata.
Louis C.K. wrote that movie.
Yeah.
Directed
I don't think
it.
I've actually ever gotten to the ending of Pootie Tang.
Nobody has.
I'll rent it.
That's the
I
problem.
think I've rented it twice, and I was like,
Nobody's done it.
"Ooh, I don't know about this one."
I don't know if I've seen the true movie because I've only seen it when Comedy Central aired it.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah. And I'm sure that's a
definitely-
movie you have to
Who knows what's
see
going on
in its
that
actual
Unedited.
original form. Yeah.
Uncensored,
It's a
rather.
movie that doesn't quite work.
My name is Bradley Jones,
I'm Andrew Moldenhauer.
And I'm Andy Hubert.
Alex Tomaszewski.
and this is not a movie review podcast, but a podcast we try to remember what happened in a movie we haven't seen in a very, very long time.
He's real milking it this week.
This is what we remember about Starship Troopers.
Were there 2 or 3 bad guys in Home Alone? And who was that forgetful fish in Finding Nemo? Join us as we're watching films. See what we remember and what memories we kill. Let's start the show. Here we go. This is what we remember.
We fooled Andy Hubert. We told him we were watching Super Troopers.
And I'm really excited. I thought I was very excited to begin with. Now I'm even more excited.
All day we've been telling Andy Hubert that we're watching Super Troopers today.
But it's really Starship
Or
Troopers.
it's actually Starship
Even
Troopers.
better.
I did know when you were going to break that to him. So when you looked at me and said that, you had that look in your eye like, uh-oh, I just blew it, but I'm going to go with it.
No, I'm ready.
Nothing blown here. So Alex, thanks for being our guest. Why did you choose Starship Troopers for us to watch?
You don't
not
need to
mad.
defend this
I'm
movie.
so happy
This
you
movie
did it.
is
I'm so happy
amazing.
you did it.
I remember seeing this movie as one of my first R-rated movies. And
This in Species.
this
Yeah.
and Species.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. And there's some specific reasons why these were some of my first R-rated movies.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes.
Can you get into those, or is that?
Doesn't mean wanna- that's for
Is
what
it-
we
you
remember
could get
after
into
dark.
Do you want to share that with us?
Not yet.
You're gonna tease us.
Yes.
That's the Midnight Milky Way of what we remember. Or we talk about that podcast. But it was one of the first DVDs I ever owned. And it was.
Yeah.
I watched it so many times.
It was. I saw this movie a lot on TV
Oh,
before I ever
my.
saw the full thing, and when I finally saw the unedited version, I was like, it just got.
You have to
it's
watch
even
it
better
unedited.
now.
You
Yeah.
have to.
The
The Sci-Fi Channel just rips out all the boobs and the blood.
Yeah, all the
What?
good stuff.
That's
Yep.
the good stuff.
I know.
All the impaling.
Yep.
Yeah.
This movie had a very low budget, but they really tried
I mean,
their
it
hardest to.
For the
Relatively
times, it
high
looks
for the
good.
times.
Yeah.
Right? Was it? Was
It was
it?
like 40 to 60 at the time.
I would say
Okay.
for
For
when
97,
this
that's
movie
pretty good.
came out, the effects are like
They're
they're
awesome.
really good.
Yeah, but in fairness, there's only like 2 CG things in the whole movie.
That's true.
But they built a practical thing at the end.
Well, there's
talk
a
about
lot
that.
of. I mean, all the aliens are CG, right? And you get a
Yeah.
ton of those little creatures.
There's some practical mixed in too.
Oh,
though.
really?
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You'll have to point those out.
I will.
All right. So
I will do that.
who is in this movie?
Ooh.
Denise Richards,
Yes.
Doogie Howser.
Yep.
Yes.
or
NPH.
otherwise known, and Neil Patrick Harris.
Yep. And
I
We
want to
have,
say James Vanderbeek, but his name is not his name.
it does have 3 words in it.
It's
though.
got a van in it, I think.
Yep.
But that's
John Benjamin has a van is in this movie. Anyone
A
get that
TV
reference?
show that's not on
Does
anymore.
anyone get that reference? Art Vandelay.
Okay, I get that reference.
there's like that
It
guy that
also
looks
has,
like Gary Busey Jr.
It has Gary Busey's son.
Jake
Yeah.
Busey.
Oh,
Was it?
I thought it was his brother. I didn't know.
No, that's his son.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They share the
Maybe
same. They share
he's
the
very
same teeth.
He's he's very
definitely do.
He's
Same
very
hair, too.
clearly abusey. Like that's not a
little bit of a
not something
Cro-Mag
anyone misses,
forehead.
but
That's probably because he was abused a lot when he was a kid.
wow, that's got dark.
He had to take the Busey to school and got teased all the time.
Oh boy, we're off the rails and it's like 5 minutes in.
That's the best way to do it.
That's
Yeah,
a good
that's true.
sign.
That's true. It is. Oh,
And Dina Meyer, who's only famous for this movie and being on Friends.
Now, does this movie have
And Michael Ironside.
Michael Ironside? There
Michael
it is. There it is.
Ironside,
That's what I was getting to.
Clancy Brown is in this movie. Do you know him?
I know Tom Clancy. Is that his brother?
yeah, he based Rainbow Six off of his life.
Clancy Brown was the Kurgan in the Highlander movie. And
Oh,
he was the sheriff.
yes.
He was the prison guard in Shawshank Redemption.
Oh,
No, those are.
His big ones.
Are those the same? That's the same guy.
Kurgan and him, they're the same guy.
I mean, I know the
Same bro.
Kurgan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Clancy Brown, baby. Also did a lot of
Clancy
voice
Brown's
acting.
great.
He's incredible.
He's amazing in Highlander.
Oh yeah. And Mike from Breaking Bad has like a small
Yes.
role in
Oh,
yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
yeah.
this. Yeah.
Can't remember his name though.
Nope, Mike from Breaking Bad. That's what he is from now on.
That's all you need to know.
John Voight. Jason
I like to say it's
Alexander.
Mike from Better
Just
Call
naming
Saul.
bald people.
All right, so
All right.
let's jump into this movie.
So what is the first scene that happens in this movie?
Is it-
There's gotta be like a fight going on.
Alex.
All right.
I believe it is like a huge high school sportsman match.
It is a
nope,
sportsman.
Nope.
What?
Nope.
No.
We are already on the bug planet.
Brad, can you leave? Well,
Yeah,
we're
I'll
gonna
leave.
help. We're gonna
This is
talk
me-
about
this is
our
me
own movie
leaving.
here, and you can.
I'm walking
leave.
out of the
Brad,
room.
where are you going?
We don't
Shutting
need
the door.
You. We don't need
Oh,
you to
no.
tell us what didn't happen in this movie.
Out of here, guys.
So it starts with a present day.
No, sort of. It starts with a news reporting of them already fighting on Clan Dathu.
Right.
They're talking about the bugs fighting. There's a guy with a camera, and he's in the middle of the action of the first fight on Clan Dathu. And Johnny Rico is there, and he tells him to run, like move. When we see him,
Oh,
yeah.
it's the Tarantino.
and we see the cameraman get
Yeah.
taken out by the bugs, and like it crashes, but it's like a flash forward to
It is. Yeah, it's a
part in the movie.
Would you like to know more?
Would you like to know more?
Would you like to know more?
And they tease you into wanting to know more, and then they take you back.
Yeah.
Way.
Is it the
Way
sports
back.
match or is it the classroom scene?
Like the biology
Like
class?
the dissecting
Yeah.
something.
Well, yeah, he's drawing like a face. Denise Richards and him kissing, and then she draws like a bubble gum bursting in his face.
Oh, and they have like little. Yeah.
That was like a little back and forth.
Don't they have little like tablet thingies, and they're like, sending messages back and forth.
Yeah, and Michael Ironsides basically explaining what it means to be a citizen, which is like the big thing in the movie that
Yes,
people
because
want to be.
you only get to be a citizen if you've served in public
Served in-
service.
yeah.
Yes.
So wait, what time frame does this movie take place
The
in?
near future.
Near future.
Yeah.
What like are people still on
2052?
Earth?
Like
Yeah.
2020.
Oh, yeah.
People are still on Earth, but they're also exploring other planets.
Yes.
Well, it's not. That's not that clear. Like humans clearly have interstellar travel at this point because they have the ships and everything, and we
Yeah.
have like a whole space fleet. But they don't really talk about other planets. Really, there might be a commercial
Yeah.
for
we
like.
we
going
know
to
that
the
this
place.
bug planet exists.
Right, and like at one point, one of the characters they're like, "Oh, we'll send you on a trip to this other planet, like as like a vacation." And so that's so yeah.
There are some colonies in the galaxy that have
So
humans.
yeah,
in them.
humanity's expanding.
So like the Starship Troopers, they're like the UN of space or something like that, or like they're like
Yeah, they're
a
like the
global. I don't. Are they like United States like military in
It's like
space,
a-
or are they like a
I
global?
think the world is
force?
a global
Yes.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
okay.
it is a
I'm
united.
pretty sure there's peace and prosperity on Earth, and this is just like the military to actually just defend us
Yes.
against the bugs.
I'm pretty sure Johnny Rico's family lives in like Buenos Aires.
Yeah,
It's
they
like
do,
the
yeah.
whitest of communities in the movie.
Right.
which-
So yeah, it
Well, that's
really
where all the
is.
white
It's
people
kinda-
live, right in Brazil.
yeah, you know.
Yeah, I mean the world is diverse at this point. They're just
Yeah.
living everywhere, I guess.
It's multicultural.
Yeah.
It is, and this just like the cast of this film. To a point.
Not like the cast of this podcast.
There you go. Yeah.
So then,
So we get to
the
experience
Denise
their
Richards
high school life.
Yeah, they like have a meet cute, but they're already dating, so
Yeah.
it's whatever.
He's
So wait,
like
they're in high school, but are they on like the ship or are they on Earth?
they're on
Earth.
Earth. Yeah, they're on
Okay.
Earth. They start on Earth, and it's like right at the end of their senior year.
Okay.
So it's
And
it's
is this
big,
like
it's
the time
important.
where it's like either you serve in the Starship Troopers or you go off to college or
you
work
kind
in
of
the,
decide
work in the
what
coal
you're
mines?
going to
do.
Yeah.
Because that's still a thing,
And
right?
they have to take like their like high school exit exams, basically. Like their I don't
Yeah.
think it's bigger than just final exams. It's like you actually take like an exam as you're leaving to like assess your overall skill and things.
like where they put you.
Like a SAT or something.
right.
So the final scores have been out, and they go to a wall where Denise Richards, like and Neil Patrick Harris, like pull up their scores,
And they're amazing.
They killed it.
Yeah, they crushed that.
And then like a jerk weasel, Neil Patrick Harris pulls up Johnny Rico's, and he like failed every class.
Yep. And
You
he's
got a
like,
D.
and he's like, but
You
I'm
got a
good
D."
at future football.
He'll get a future football scholarship, no problem.
Yes, but it is also established that his dad is like the head of some giant company, and that his dad fully expects him to just take over the company, so that it doesn't really matter what his grades are.
Yeah, he's gonna go to college.
Like they're like,
football
yeah, he'll like
scholarship.
as a it's sort of like a token gesture. We'll do like go to business school, but then we'll just take over the company.
Yeah.
And that's not what
He's got to stay in the family, man.
right. But he's also feeling left
Nicolas
out
Cage, family man.
because Neil Patrick Harris is like his best bud.
all of his friends are going to the military service, and he's the only one not. And he's so love struck with Denise Richards.
Well,
So
who
love
wouldn't
struck.
be?
Right. Well, because they're like, if you have really advanced skills, that's like the military is the best place to go because you get to like she wants to be like a navigator, and only like the smartest
she wants
people
to fly
get to fly
spaceship.
spaceships. Like that's like a big deal.
That's probably a good choice on their part.
Right.
And the smartest people to fly their galactic
Yeah.
cruisers.
It's like when you gotta fly through space, you gotta know some math, and I'm like, well, I'm out. that's beyond me. I can't know. But yeah, Michael Ironsides gives them like a whole speech about,
What it means to be a citizen, how to achieve
and
it.
he has like he has no legs.
We're building the. Well, he has no
He's a
arm.
Lieutenant Dan?
No, he doesn't have an arm.
Oh, is it an arm? Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. It
There's
is an
another
arm.
guy.
There
that-
is, yeah.
When
There
I go
is
to the
another guy.
recruitment office, there's a guy without legs.
I distinctly remember them always zooming in on like whoever was missing a body
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Because I
Michael
remember he
Ironsides,
shook
like,
hands
yeah.
and they zoomed right in on that robot arm like, look what happens.
I used to be a military sergeant.
Look what those aliens
But yeah,
did.
they do have a scene where they have to like dissect
The bugs.
a big bug.
And Denise
Yeah.
Richards
She
vomits.
pukes all over.
Yeah.
She can't handle it.
Rico loves it. He's like, what? This is normal.
And
Yeah,
then
he's into it.
we get to
That's how you
see Neil Patrick Harris at home, and he's like inventing all sorts of crazy stuff.
He's testing Johnny Rico for telepathism. or
Oh yeah, well yeah,
mentalism.
to see because he can do it. Like
Yeah.
he's like a slightly telepathic.
You can have superpowers in the future
Yes,
if you didn't know that already. Yeah.
but we also get to see the big end of the year high school football game against the big rival. And
Is that aliens?
they're playing the
big
Bucks.
rival?
And if you get tackled, oh boy, you're done.
Yeah, you're eating.
And the rival hunk on the team was making eyes at Denise Richards.
No.
And
Yeah.
Johnny Rico's like,
Yeah.
"That's my lady."
He's like,
Well, of
that is not
course.
okay.
and there's a moment because it's intergender future football because Dez,
Yep.
who's on the team, who is infatuated with Johnny Rico,
Yep.
gets his attention. Like, stay in the game. Stop thinking about that lady because she's trying to vie for his attention too. And then Johnny Rico does a sweet backflip like over a guy and scores a touchdown somehow.
Yes.
The rival high school guy.
Oh
like,
yes,
wipes
he
out
does. I was gonna
on
say
the
that
thing.
they like lose the big game.
No, they win.
What?
They win big time.
I thought
Johnny Rico
I
scores.
thought Rico.
No,
I thought he almost did, and then he
Nothing goes
lost.
wrong for Rico.
Yeah, you got to look at the
Oh,
plaques
man.
and the trophies, man.
Uh-oh.
I thought I knew, and now
Write
I
this-
don't.
coming up, Rico.
Now,
Write this
now
down.
I'm questioning everything about my life. I thought I knew,
He
and
doesn't
I
lose. That's his thing.
don't. Okay.
He's lucky.
So it's like his
That's
character.
his
It's
superpower.
his character.
Yeah,
trait.
that's sort of He got really high on his stat sheet in luck, and so yeah, he just uses that to get out of all the sticky situations.
Yeah.
So they win the big game, and then
The school dance.
they have the school dance.
I don't remember any of this.
Oh man! Look, if
Like
you've
I thought it
seen-
just started with like alien fighting and
No,
stuff.
if
Well,
you've
it does.
seen,
That's
it
the
does.
flash
Yeah, it does
forward.
technically start with alien
Starts with the
fighting.
flash
This is a
forward.
deep
got that.
classic story of a group of
They
friends.
have to
And
establish.
I've seen this movie like
They
3
have to
times.
establish all the rich high school kid tropes before they get into the. So you know that what they gave up.
So this
and
is
what
like a
they're-
90s high school movie mixed with sci-fi
Yes.
like action adventure.
Yes.
Yep.
It appeals to all audiences.
Mm-hmm.
Did this movie make a lot of money?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, there's like 3 sequels and a cartoon show.
Oh, don't even
so-
start
and
about the cartoon
so
show because
much fan
Andy over
fiction.
here made us watch it.
Oh, no.
And it was awful.
We were talking about. I was talking to Brad about this. I own at
Roughnecks?
least. Yep, Roughnecks. I own.
It's
I
so
own
bad.
At least 2
There's like 2
DVDs
episodes that
worth
are good.
of worth of that show, but you couldn't get the seasons all at once. You could buy like individual copies of discs that had like so many episodes on them.
So like Fireflied it or
And
something.
so yeah, you're like, oh, I got 5 right here, and they're like, but no store carried just all of them. So you'd be like, well, I found this. I can't watch these in order because these 5 episodes take place way after these 5 episodes. I don't know.
If you want to get a good nap, watch that show.
It does not hold up.
It's real
It's
bad.
really bad.
It's like after Beast Wars, but not as good like CG.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like worse than like Johnny
Mnemonic?
Johnny Quest,
Johnny Quest.
Oh.
The Real Adventures. of
The
Johnny
Real
Quest.
Adventures of John. Yeah, the CGI one.
Mhm. That one, I loved that show too.
It-
I
it's
loved
like
that show. I
trying
loved
to
Starship
live up to
Troopers,
that.
the TV show. Yeah, I loved as a kid. The show was great. Now,
No.
don't even bother.
Nope.
Don't even show it to your friends.
Don't even look it up on YouTube. It's not worth it. It's bad.
So,
Yes.
the dance. Everyone's kind of trying to get together, pairing off.
Yeah, and there's big plans to like go to some like place on the lake afterwards.
Well, Denise Richards wants to take Rico back to her
he wants.
parents' house 'cause they're out of
They're
town.
talking all about the
And
bing
they're
bongs.
gonna bing bong.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna play paddleboard hockey in the
Yeah.
bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
You know how kids do, right?
A little roll in the hay.
They use pads, right?
Yeah, they were definitely wearing knee pads.
Good.
Pads,
Yeah.
Uh
He'll need them.
Um.
huh. Because she's got a big dick. Oh, geez.
And I feel like they run into the jock guy from the other school again.
I don't remember
Nope.
that.
She leaves to talk to some professor from whatever face, and Michael Ironside comes over to last pitch him about joining up in the military.
Yeah.
Because his parents had already convinced him that he wasn't going to do it, but he kind of still wanted to do it.
Yeah, he was
And then this-
interested because both Neil Patrick Harris and Carmen were both going to do it.
And Des too.
I don't
Yeah.
know if she mentioned
she
that,
didn't
though.
mention it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they didn't realize there was.
That's a surprise.
But it was like his 2 other friends are like going to do this, and he's like, oh, well, and they're like, mobile infantry's for you, son.
Yeah. And as soon as Denise Richards is going and like gives up that thing, he's like, I gotta
It's like, well,
go.
that's
I
it.
gotta keep
That's it.
chasing
It's all
it.
over. Yeah.
I gotta keep chasing Denise's Richards.
Yes.
That in life, that's driven a lot of men to do some very strange things.
So
Enlist in Space Army and fight
Right.
monsters.
Yeah, all for that pootie tang.
so that's when he has a confrontation with his parents, who are like, surprise, your graduation present is we're gonna send you on like
That's
this.
before that. That's how they already won the deal. Johnny Rico goes back to him and is like, I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
And then he yells at him
Oh,
about being
okay.
cut
So
off.
I thought they talked to him about that.
There's a
This is
second
before
time.
the dance. I got
No,
you.
he gets well,
This is after the dance.
Okay.
He reiterates that he's not, even though like, oh, we thought we said it was fine. It's like, no, I'm gonna do it anyway.
But yeah, but what about
she
this
gave up? She gave it up. I gotta go.
That's the rule.
That's the rule.
That's the rule. CO.
I have to make a life decision that's gonna affect me for years to come, based off sleeping with Denise Richards for one night.
I think it's everybody in high school.
Must have been his first time.
Look, no one understands how important that one final year of high school is to your entire life. It's so significant.
Yeah,
God.
it means
It
everything.
means everything.
Duh.
And parents just don't get it.
They don't understand.
Oh,
it's gonna be
parents.
your like destiny.
Yeah, I want to go fight the bugs in space, Ma. Is that a car?
They're like, you're so old, you didn't even go to high school. Like, so you don't get it.
yeah, God.
You don't get
You
it.
don't get it, Ma.
Oh, boy. So that's Starship Troopers.
Credits.
Starship Troopers if it was set in the Twilight universe.
Right. So
Okay,
is the
so
dance
they're-
over? Are
they're
we
up
past the
in-
dance now, or did something
Yeah,
else?
yeah.
So
Now they joined.
Yep, they register. They go.
They register.
They go to the
They get
enlistment place.
placement.
Yes.
Oh, placement. That's a big part in spaceship movies.
Yeah, so
So
Neil
because-
Patrick Harris.
It's like, what
gets,
role
like-
are you gonna be?
Yeah,
Yeah, basically.
They essentially get sorted in a wizarding hat.
Yeah, pretty much. They
yeah.
have like
The wand choose the wizard, and Neil Patrick Harris is going into some sort of like R&D, some sort of secret special.
yeah, intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was doing like medical stuff.
No, he's
No.
doing like
Yeah, he's like research-
secret double probation.
Yeah.
can't talk about
Probation.
He's like talking to ferrets and telling him to go
Look.
like bug his mom.
it. Yep, that's
Yeah, exactly. All I know is they give him a straight up Nazi coat to wear. in
the
this
leather
film.
one?
Yeah.
He has like a straight up.
Well,
Nazi
he looks
uniform.
like a Nazi, kind of,
Yeah.
right?
more or less.
Sort of.
And then Carmen goes Navy. She's gonna be a pilot, which
Yes.
is like the best. And
Space
then
Navy,
he gets mobile infantry.
which is the worst.
And
and
that one
everybody
dude,
gets it.
the one dude's like, "Oh, mobile infantry's the best, buddy. You don't even know." And then pulls
I
away.
used to
and
be
he has,
mobile infantry.
Yeah, it has no legs. And he's like, "Oh, what
Made
did
me the
get
man
into?
I am today.
Yeah.
What about you, son?
Infantry, sir.
Good for you. Mobile infantry made me the man I am today.
But then Diz is like, "Hey, you're mobile infantry too. So am I."
Nope.
Brad, I asked you to
It's a
leave
surprise.
forever ago.
It's a surprise because right now he goes to boot camp and then Diz shows up right then and there, following Johnny Rico because Clancy Brown,
Okay.
who's the drill instructor who's from Shawshank Redemption,
Yeah.
is like challenging the recruits who can take me down, and then just some like blonde bimbo from the South, some sort of farmer South guy. Goes and gets his arm broken by Clancy Brown.
Yep.
It's a kind of a nice scene. They always call medic. That's like a running gag when someone gets hurt real bad.
It's like a video game.
Medic!
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Dez shows up to challenge Clancy Brown, and Rico gives her a look like, "What are you doing here, Dez?"
I thought there was also like an Asian guy that challenges the instructor, and he's like, "I'm like a gold medal karate champion."
I think that's from another movie altogether.
I think that's this one.
Did that happen?
Didn't Mr. Miyagi challenge him? I thought.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, didn't that happen in the next Karate Kid?
Pat Morita shows up and he's just like, "I'll take you down."
No, I wish. That sounds great. Though.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
But then she also loses because Clancy Brown's a badass.
Yeah, you just can't beat that guy.
Here's the Kiergan.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
You gotta cut his head off.
I mean, come on. He's killing men left and right in the Highlander. No one wants to fight him.
What are you gonna do?
Are they the same? Maybe they're the same character.
Oh,
man.
totally.
Yeah, they
They're the
always.
same
He's a
character.
Highlander. He
Exactly.
can live in any time.
That's true.
Wow. You just broke that.
Yeah.
We found the connection.
Every movie that he's in, he's still the Kiergan. Even Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, it's
boy.
just him existing throughout history. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it.
It's the Clancy Brown theory.
Couldn't you just like make a movie compiling all of those movies and somehow finding a way to mesh them together?
Oh, yeah,
As he
yeah,
walks off of the
absolutely.
scene, he walks onto another scene.
Oh man,
Yeah.
we gotta find out. This probably exists on YouTube already. We gotta find out.
Sure. So they go to the mess hall where they're eating just like purple and yellow slops.
Yeah.
That guy has his arm like in some sort of cool blue container. Kool-Aid. Which it's like blue. It's blue Houdini. Remember that Kool-Aid?
Oh yeah.
Is this like repairing his arm or something?
Yeah, because it got broke.
It's like a heel thing.
Future technology.
Oh, that's amazing. Elon Musk, what are you doing? Trying to put chips in the back of our head? Make this blue Kool-Aid stuff.
Stop building that train. Let's get some
Wrap it
Kool-Aid
up.
going. And that's when Johnny Rico confronts Dez. "What's your malfunction, Rico?" she says to him,
Ooh,
which is a thing.
classic.
He stopped me cold. I thought Alex was going to jump in for a second, but I couldn't take it.
So now we get.
I'm a
Oh
little sick.
boy.
I'm fight
Yeah,
the
you
cold.
sound a little coldy.
I'm a little hoarse. I'm a pony.
Is that why you have a long face? Wait, is that the joke?
Rude.
No, it isn't.
You sure? So we get all the crazy stuff that happens at boot camp.
So Rico is sending a message to Denise Richards, Carmen,
Yeah.
about his life, and everyone's like teasing him in the background, and Jake Busey's playing his violin. It's like purple or something.
And she's like, "The Navy's the best. Being a pilot's the best.
No.
I'm just the smartest."
She-
And then,
No,
and then
she isn't.
It's like a sorority.
Have you ever seen this movie?
and then the predator shows up. And it's AVP in the background.
Yeah.
So he sends a message, and then someone flashes her a butt. You see a man's butt in the scene. I know that excites everybody.
Yeah.
A little behind the scenes, if you will.
Oh.
Brad.
Downstairs.
That was good, Brad.
In the basement.
And then we go to see what she's doing. It cuts to her.
Is it her butt?
No.
Oh. Missed opportunity.
It's her first time taking a ship out. She's running with another guest star. Do you know who the little co-captain girl? What she's?
Co-captain girl?
Yeah. So she like outruns to first one to the ship, gets to fly it.
Give us a hint.
She's blonde.
Okay.
She's in the movie Road Trip. She's in the movie
Ooh.
Crank. She's in the movie Crank 2. She's in the movie.
She was in the Jason Statham movies too, right?
Crank.
Amy Smart.
Yep.
There we go.
Rat Race.
There we
She was
go.
in Rat Race?
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Didn't like that one, huh?
Yeah.
No.
She's in the movie for 3 seconds and then she's gone. It's like,
Oh, okay.
you turned out to be famous. That's cool.
Just like this movie.
So they fly to the ship, and she gets to pilot a super awesome starship.
Yeah. With
handsome McRival Bully Boy. From
Mr. Other Quarterback.
from the-
Yeah, from the sport
football,
game.
From the sportatorium game.
From the arena
Sport
football.
ball.
From the sport ball game. And she's like, oh, fancy seeing you here. And he basically says that he was stalking her. Because he was like, I heard about a pilot who's coming up, killer on math scores, but a little reckless behind the stick.
Ooh, that's how you get him.
Is he saying this to Amy Smart?
No, he's saying it to, she's out.
Didn't
Amy
She,
Smart's
she,
done with
look,
the movie.
she lost the race. She's gone.
I need to know more about Amy Smart's character.
She's out of the entire Navy.
She is out of the film.
Damn it.
And then I'm trying to remember who the actual captain of that ship is. I feel like
I only
it's
know her
someone.
from Desperate Housewives. I revealed a lot when I said that just now.
Yeah, it was a female captain. That's all.
Yeah,
I know.
Brad, you have seen the whole series of Desperate Housewives, right?
Yeah.
Brad, this is a safe space, Brad.
She's the girl that dies in the first season.
No
and
one
she's
hears this.
narrating
Oh,
the whole
spoilers.
TV show. Well, that's the first
Jesus.
episode.
We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
We're waiting. It's on our queue.
it's on the queue.
It's on the queue.
It's on
Yeah,
my
it's on
Netflix
it's-
list.
Yeah, it's on my Netflix list. I'm waiting for them to send it to me in the mail.
You keep getting like the wrong disc out of order.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I just keep forgetting to. Why do you keep?
Oh, I gotta prioritize.
Now I
it.
gotta mail it back.
It used to happen all the time because they would just send you whatever. If it wasn't available, they'll send you the next one. It's like,
Yep.
but if I want the TV show that I want to watch it in order, Netflix.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
They're like, there's season 2 of Arrested Development. You're like, oh, well, I haven't seen season 1. What am I gonna do?
Kids these days don't understand the struggle.
That struggle happened for like 5 years, and that was it. And then
You
they
had
were
to go
like,
to
this is
Blockbuster,
dumb.
rent the disc you needed, paid money, and you're like, I should have got this
I
for
already
free off
paid
Netflix.
for my Netflix subscription.
Although I did have a Blockbuster rental subscription where you could rent off their website.
I did do that.
It was so
briefly.
much fun because like you'd rent off their website,
really
get the
convenient.
DVD. No, seriously, like you get
Yeah.
the DVDs, you take them to a Blockbuster. You didn't have to turn them back. You just give them to Blockbuster,
Yeah, you didn't have to mail
and
them
then
back.
if you had 3 movies, they would just let you exchange them for 3 movies at the store.
Yep. It
So then I was getting like
Always
6
had a
movies.
movie.
It was actually a really good
It was
system.
amazing.
Blockbuster was just too late to the game. Is all.
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
They were real like.
They fell apart.
Yeah, they were desperate at that point.
Yeah.
They were the Desperate Housewives. We're back on track.
All
Okay,
right.
what happens next?
So this is where Sylvester Stallone.
Oh my God.
Is this not what
You've
movie
never-
am I talking
you've
about?
You haven't gotten one thing right in this movie.
Look, all I know is nothing about this movie.
No, you know this movie so well. Come on.
So they jump to hyperspace. They have a little quippy captain relationship-y thing.
But doesn't she bump the ship?
Almost. She misses it just
I
barely.
thought she like scraped the paint.
So just like Johnny Rico won the basketball,
Oh my
the
God, Brad.
football game.
There you go.
Denise Richards does not scrape the paint. Maybe you Mandela affected this movie in your
man.
brain somehow.
You're gonna be the wrong one, Brad.
Just you see.
So she doesn't hit the thing.
Okay.
And it jumps to hyperspace, and then we cut to more boot camp training.
Yeah.
They're
Is
doing
this movie mostly boot camp training?
No.
No.
but
Yes.
But the boot camp training is like really fun. Like
It is. It's actually really cool.
They're essentially playing paintball at this point now.
Oh, they're doing the laser.
They're
yeah,
doing
the
laser
the
gun.
little
That was no
laser
paintball.
tag. No, that was real
laser
stuff.
tag fun game ball.
That was no. Wait, what was it, Alex?
Well, I think it started out as like a friendly like taser kind of.
Yeah, there's sort of like
it's basically
tasers.
red versus blue laser
yeah,
tag style.
gone
Right.
terribly awry at the end of the match.
Yeah, so I guess the point in the exercise, like they're all running around with lasers, and when they shoot each other, it like tases them, and they fall over. But at the same time, they have like live ammo firing above them.
Oh,
No.
No,
No.
no. Oh.
So then,
What happens in this scene? You are so happy I'm here.
when does Rico become the squad leader?
At this scene.
Exactly.
Because he wins the flag. He
Yeah.
him and Dez come up with the same plan.
And
they
From the
use in
football game.
From the
them in
football, yeah.
Flip
does he do a
6-3
flip
hole.
over
He
into the goal?
He
does.
unfortunately
Yeah.
does.
And
Yes.
he grabs
He
the
knows what's
flag
up.
and he wins. And then Clancy Brown's there. Someone said Tom Clancy.
Tom
because-
Clancy Brown. Is that a Jeopardy answer? Who is
Wheel of
Tom
Fortune?
Clancy
Yeah.
Brown?
He says, "Let's give him a team." And so,
Okay.
and then we do the live ammo exercise. where Johnny Rico is leading a team.
Or they're doing fire forward exercises. So one group moves up, then and the guy has problems with his helmet.
Yeah, the same guy who got his hand broken by Clancy Brown.
He's just a big goof.
The bumpkin.
Yeah, he's a dummy.
And so Rico was like...
Also, before this, it was that sweet shower scene.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the most
Just throwing
iconic
it in
scene
there.
of the movie. Just slip it in there. There's a lot of boobs, a lot of butts,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of character development. Everyone's naked.
Yeah.
It's an intergender shower.
And they're chill
We'll
with
have
it,
to
you know?
we'll have to slow motion that scene.
Just to make sure we got all the content.
Yeah.
We don't want to miss anything.
I don't want to miss anything at all.
Okay, so back to it. He has a helmet malfunction. Johnny Rico wants to score.
Yeah, he wants to win.
He needs every man at the tippity top of his game. Mm-hmm. So he instructs he goes to repair it.
He's like, does he? He might tell someone else to do it.
He does it.
Okay.
And then there's another girl who gets falls over or gets shot by some sort of fake alien, and she ends up blowing his head off in a really gruesome.
Yeah.
You see it all kind of scene.
And to be fair, I don't know if he would have survived that even if he'd had his helmet on. But...
Agreed. I would
Because
agree.
his head just explodes.
Yeah. It watermeloned all over the
Medic.
place.
And then they yell, "Medic!" when he has no head.
You'll be okay, I swear. Oh, Jesus.
Scoop it back in. Yeah.
And then they do the funny thing where the drill instructor is really just chewing him out for it, and he asks him if he's an approved helmet technician, and he uses the actual numerical name for that, X45 standard infantry helmet technician or something. He's like, no. He's like, then how are you gonna fix it? And then he's gonna leave.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
What happens next,
What
Alex?
happens next, Alex?
I believe he gets whipped.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He
that's-
gets
He gets a whipping.
public punishment in front
That's
of all
a
of his
big thing in
peers.
general in the books is public corporal punishment is a big
Yeah.
thing. It's embarrassing and painful.
Yeah.
There's a moment shared here between Clancy Brown and Johnny Rico where he gives him something to bite on. It's like, just take it, trust me.
Yeah.
You'll need it.
Yeah, he gives him look, we've all been
Soap.
there.
Yeah.
These are for my sessions with the GIMP.
He gives him a ball gag.
Yep.
Yeah, and that is actually a kind of subtle good bit where he's like, here's the thing. He's like, "Durr." He's like,
Yeah.
just
Almost like I've been there, buddy.
yeah. He's
Yep,
like,
yep,
look,
yep.
trust me, everyone needs it. It doesn't matter how tough you are.
Yeah, because he ends up just passing out. And
Yeah.
it
Yep.
falls
Ends
out
up
of his
fall-
mouth. on
Yeah,
the
sure
end.
does.
brutal.
He's getting laser whipped,
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
it's
I
gotta
don't-
hurt more.
I don't remember that. That was a good old fashioned.
Oh, maybe it was.
No, Brad.
Balrog whip.
Okay, maybe it was.
I just wanted a chance to yell no at you.
I just want to say Balrog whip. I could have said any whip, but I want to say Balrog.
Yep, from Street Fighter. Balrog from Street Fighter. So
So,
then...
and he loses his squad leader status.
No.
How did he not lose it after the guy got killed?
Well, it's never explicitly
No, he got
Look,
taken
that
away from him.
happened.
Probably. in a scene that
I
doesn't
didn't.
exist
Okay,
in the
I
movie.
didn't say that's. I said specifically that he loses squad leader status. I didn't say anything else yet.
There's an in-between scenes, he gets whipped, and then the next scene he's like, oh man, you just got demoted.
Oh yeah, he's
No,
like.
he
On
leaves.
top of that,
You'll never guess what happened. My back's killing me.
He's shining his medals and one of them's missing. Oh, I wish I had that one back.
I wish I wasn't demoted.
My girl's flying in space. I just got whipped. I'm going home to my rich parents.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
oh man.
Until suddenly.
Until suddenly Seymour. Denise Richards breaks up with him.
Yeah.
And
Over
then
that incident?
He sends him a Dear John letter.
No.
Oh yeah, it's via video mail.
Yeah, video mail.
he gets a message from her thinking it's going to be good news and starts kind of excited.
All his friends are around him, I think, too.
Yeah, and she's like, she's really excited. She's like, oh,
drops the
piloting's
bomb
going
on him.
great, but then she's like, but I also need to focus 100% on being a pilot.
Which leaves no time for us.
Yep.
Damn it. I hate that.
Yeah.
that
She also
excuse.
wants to bang that captain guy.
Yeah, she's also
down.
all about banging the other guy. She's like, I need to focus on a specific pilot. That one.
So that's when he goes to get kicked out of mobile infantry.
And they don't want him to leave.
Right.
Exactly. Like, they're actually like, look, I know what happened sucked, but you're really good at this.
Yeah, you've already took your lashes. It's fine. You can stay. But on his way out,
He calls his parents.
Yep.
Breaking news.
yeah, he's calling his parents to tell him that he's coming home.
Yeah, to explain that they're coming home. And the transmission gets cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then...
A giant shadow
yeah,
takes
and
over
and
the
his mom's like,
world.
what's that?
Is it rain? This time of year? That's the exact line from the thing.
Oh my, what's that?
Looks like rain.
This time of year?
Sure is dark.
Your transmission has been terminated due to atmospheric interference. Please try your call again later.
And he's wondering what's happening, and then everyone's like freaking out around the barracks, and he asks him what's going on.
So the aliens have like come to Earth?
No, they threw an asteroid at Earth, and it blew up Buenos Aires.
Fuck!
His parents got splatted.
Oh my god.
So around their home planet is an asteroid belt, and they have developed
the aliens' home planet.
The aliens' home planet, and they can organically like shoot and send asteroids in the direction they want them to.
Yeah.
Why? Is that ever explained? I do not remember how they.
No, I think they
it's never explicitly.
They loosely imply that it's like humans are spreading throughout the galaxy and the bugs are mad about it. Oh,
yeah.
But it's also like there's also sort of implied. This might just be the book that I'm thinking of, but where like maybe the asteroid was just an accident, but they blame the bugs. Just
it was for sure them. Cause
how did the bugs launch the asteroids?
They don't really explain how that happens. They just explain that they can.
Well, there's a set of bugs that shoot big goop out of their butt.
Yeah.
And I would assume that they got together in like a space, shot all their goop at once.
Like a Megazord butt.
A Megazord butt.
It was like a spirit goop. It was a spirit bomb goop.
I mean, in the TV series, they have giant bugs that live in space. They make it just, they could probably use one of those to push it a little bit, and then, But that's TV series, I don't know. That's not canon.
So Buenos Aires gets wiped off the map of Earth.
Thank God.
Destroyed.
It's gone.
How did that not just destroy everything else?
Look,
I'm sure this is going to cause tsunamis.
You're overthinking this, Andy.
Okay.
None of that in this movie.
All right.
It probably did. It probably did do all those things.
It might be.
It just disappeared off the map.
So that's when he runs back into like the main office. He's like,
it's sunk beneath the ocean.
He's like, so about me quitting, and okay,
he's
guys,
back on.
Can you watch Brad? Make sure he's not gonna yell at me. He's like, hey, so I don't want to quit, and there's like one guy's like, well, you already signed the papers, and the other guy rips the papers up and says, I didn't see anything.
Oh,
yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
thank God, Brad.
But Mike is
your
there.
life was on the line right there.
I was so worried.
Mike from Breaking Bad turns his back, which is like the sign, like go ahead and do this, Clancy Brown. We're gonna do this kid a solid, you and I.
So is Mike like the commandant of like the entire thing? And
yeah. And there's a really weird line reading that Casper Van Dien gives. It's like, go back to work or whatever, kid. And he's like, yes, sir.
Is this your signature, Rico?
Sir, yes it is, sir.
Doesn't look like it to me. Carry on, Private.
Yes, sir.
And you're like, I'm like, huh? Like, what are you saying?
He's super flamboyant.
It's so weird. It's like, all right, in this scene, you have to be really happy, but your parents are dead, but you're also really happy, but remember, your parents are dead, but you're so excited, but your parents are dead. Yeah, so do that line reading.
Yes, sir. I think I got it.
That's solid.
So wait, what is Mike from Breaking Bad? What's his character supposed to be?
He's like the head of the boot camp.
He's some sort of big leader.
Yeah.
Of the
I want to go off on a little tangent here.
All right. We've never done that before. So
well, okay. I've seen all of Breaking Bad, probably like all of you have. Never knew this actor before, the Mike, whatever his actual name is, and I feel like he's in all these movies, but I've never noticed him before until Breaking Bad.
It's one of those things where like he's been in stuff forever, all the time, and no one noticed.
He's in Beverly Hills Cop, the first one.
Yep.
Oh boy, people in the podcast are yelling right now. I got it wrong. It's not Mike. It's the brother.
Hank.
Oh, it's Hank.
Glad we cleared that one up.
Oh boy, sorry for everyone that was just literally screaming every time we said Mike.
Brad,
it's Hank.
What you've done.
Well, my tangent has been stopped.
Well, still, he's still.
I feel much better about all my mistakes.
I think the point is still there.
Yeah, both of those actors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the Bernstein Bears. Like when you hear the actual pronunciation, it's Bernstein Bears, and you're like, there was never. That's never how it's been spelled.
We brought up Mandela Effect twice on this podcast.
Oh man,
is that what that is?
We're current. It's like thinking something's one way and then finding out
it's different, and then like you look back at all the references and they're the way it is now.
Yeah. So wait, who's Nelson Mandela in this situation?
He died in South Africa.
Yeah, he died in
the 90s. Oh boy. Now, so they get deployed.
Yep. They're getting everyone together for a big attack on Clondafu.
Yes, and they're all excited because now they're Marines together. So they'll.
Alex is laughing every time I say the word
That
Clondafu.
planet name is just, it's awesome.
Clandactu?
Clendathu.
Dathu.
I feel like
Dathu.
that should have been a character on Space Ghost.
Ooh,
Clandathu.
Yeah.
it does sound like a Space Ghost character.
Like the
They-
sassy cameraman, Clandathu.
But like they go to get tattoos with each other, like mobile infantry.
No.
Brad!
You're jumping ahead.
Damn it, Brad.
You're jumping ahead. So there's a big battle on Clondafu.
Yeah.
The Space Marines and the Navy, they're all going to go fight, tear it up. So the Navy is flying into Clondafu, and there's like random lights being shot up into the sky, and they're like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Military said that these don't mean anything. They're just random
harmless
lights."
plasma or
But all of a sudden, like the plasma starts taking ships out,
Yeah.
like left and right.
And that's before the I thought this is after that.
It's
part
all
for
in
sure.
there.
Is this
all-
tattoo thing? Is that like a very important scene?
It's the most important. Scene
Rico
in
comes
the
back
movie.
from the death before they get the tattoos.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They lose this battle.
Yes,
and then
they
the
definitely
tattoo.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So
that's,
it's the coolest scene in the movie. Everyone's rushing in to go fight the bugs.
D-Day.
It is like D-Day, yeah.
All the drop ships are dropping everybody off.
Is this where like all the creatures start coming out and they're
Yeah,
like
we finally see like
they're like
them in
arachnid
action.
type?
They like run over and they're like running forward. They keep running. They're like, where is everything?
Right.
And then they bust up like all over the place.
They
Yeah.
all instantly realized that none of them were trained for this at the academy at
Oh my
all.
god,
Not at all.
these aliens are just wiping them out because there's so many
they
of
went
them.
in with no intelligence work on the ground or anything. They were like, yeah, it's probably fine. And that's where you get the scene from the beginning of the movie, where they're like, run away.
The reporter's there, and then he gets taken out.
Yeah, he
and
gets
then,
skin suit up.
Yeah. Then we see Johnny Rico get a bug, just like he kills a bug, and then it's not dead. It like has like a second burst of hope where it like clamps on Johnny Rico,
Yeah.
and then we kind of like cut to black, and we don't know what happened to him. We think he's dead, and we thought the main character.
You're like, wow, that was quick.
It's over. But what do they do there? Do the aliens like take him away?
No, he ends up getting rescued.
He got rescued. Yeah, it
by
turns
a
out he
medic.
was fine.
Okay.
So he wakes up in like medical.
Yeah, he's in like a big tube of,
Big back to
goo.
tank.
He's in a big tube of goo.
Yeah.
And he's getting his knee like repaired by a robot.
Oh,
lasers.
that's right.
It's like
Well, like
sewing
nanobots,
sewing
like-
his tendons back together and stuff. It's actually really sweet.
And that's when Diz
And
and
it
his,
gives him a tattoo, right?
yeah, Diz and his squad buddies come up and they're like, had the paper. They're
Yeah.
like, look, you're dead, because he actually got listed as like KIA
Yeah.
in the battle.
But he's fine.
He's fine. Yeah, he's good.
And now they get the sweet tattoos.
Yeah,
They
because
celebrate.
now they're veterans and now they're all bonded for life.
Yeah.
And then they have a big fight with some Navy pukes.
Well, it's that one guy.
Yeah, it's the
that
one
one guy
guy.
comes back again.
Well, because
The soccer guy?
Yeah.
she thought she
The
was
football guy?
dead. She thought Rico was dead. Denise Richards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she checked the KIA.
Yeah, she saw it on the list.
Yeah, she was all like, "Oh no, now it's
Now I
okay.
can't have
now
sex
I
with
can't have sex with this other guy. My
He's not gonna
conscience
know.
is cleared."
Yeah, my crotch is cleared.
All the crabs Rico gave me.
I'll just call them aliens.
Right. But yeah, in general, they show that there's like an animosity between the Navy people and the mobile infantry.
Just
'cause-
these two guys, really.
No, it seemed like it was a pretty much like the Navy guys
No,
think
it's
they're
just these-
so cool and
It's just
smart.
these two dudes because he's acting like a dickbag because
He
he
is
got the
total
girl
dickbag, yeah.
and he like pulls a fight. He's like, I don't want to. Castor Van Dien's like too noble. It's like I'm not gonna fight somebody who's a higher rank than me.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then-
'cause he's
then
an
this guy
officer.
says something like, "You hear me? Rank doesn't matter in this fight. Don't account it." And then
Yeah.
Johnny Rico gets a cheap shot in and takes him down. And they have a tumble and they have a fight. It's pretty sweet. I forget who gets. They end up just like punching at each other
Yeah.
and then
No one wins.
nobody wins.
Yeah.
And they get pulled away because there's another mobile infantry like thing happening. It's like we got to.
So he's like
Yeah.
back up. Like he died, he got repaired right away, and
Yep.
then now he's
It's kind
being
of
thrown back
implied
into
it
it.
took a minute for his leg
Yeah.
to get healed up.
And at the same time, the Navy was regrouping because they lost a whole bunch of ships when they didn't think they were in any trouble at all.
And there's a few scenes like every time something bad happens, there's like a president that like steps down. And it happens like 2 or 3 times in the movie where it's
Yeah.
like, based off this decision, we lost another president.
Yeah.
Like I resign.
And
like,
Grand Sky
immediately-
Marshal so-and-so
Immediately
takes
just
over.
like another person who says the same stuff and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
just
Well, there's all the
fills this place.
propaganda commercials too
Yes,
throughout the
commercials
movie.
are so good.
Do you want to know more? We learn about the bugs
I'm doing
through
my
them.
part.
The exposition is told through the commercials in a great way, and it's just so propagandy and wonderful. And that's what Paul Verhoeven's good at.
Yeah.
Did it in RoboCop and he did it here. And boy, oh boy, did he nail it both times.
Is this the director?
Yeah.
It's really
He
good.
did RoboCop and what else?
This movie?
And that's it?
No, Basic Instinct.
Okay.
Hollow Man.
Ooh. A little bit fuzzy there.
And he just
And
dropped off
then
them.
that was it.
And then a bunch of he went back to Germany or whatever, made films back.
Yeah.
There you go.
So then they go back out and they're
Yeah.
ready to fight these aliens again.
Yeah, that's when their group is kind of like destroyed, so they're just trying to get together with whatever group they can.
Yeah,
and they wind up being on Michael Ironsides.
Yeah, they get assigned to the Roughnecks.
They're on Michael Iron's side.
Oh
boy.
Oh boy.
Podcast over, guys.
I'm leaving.
Let's call it.
Let's call it.
All right, so join us in part 2, and we will finish the podcast. We need to...
We're gonna call it 8:29 p.m. No, but okay, so they fight him again.
Well, we have like the whole introduction to Michael Ironsides, where he's like this
he's just a
super
cool
tough,
guy.
like no nonsense commander, and it.
One-armed.
Well, but they knew him from high school. They didn't
One-horned.
realize he's the guy. He got called back to
Purple-
service.
purple people eater.
And yeah, they're all surprised to find out it's him because he was their old teacher.
Yep.
Yep.
And he's like, "Why are you guys here? You're all terrible."
I failed all of you.
Yeah, none of you should
I
be
wanted
here.
to get rid of you.
That's when he realized, I made a huge mistake.
So they have to go to a planet. I forget what their mission is, but they end up trying to get to like some sort of outpost.
They're going to like,
Well,
yeah,
that
some
doesn't quite
outpost
happen
went
yet.
silent, and so they're
Yeah,
sent
but
to investigate.
Before that, they tumble with that big bug that shoots fire out of its face.
And poops
Yeah.
plasma into the sky.
Yeah.
They're because they have to walk to like the place they have to find.
Right.
Because they're on this desert planet and
It's
they're
called
just like
Clendathu.
Clendathu.
Yeah, but I wanted to acknowledge that was a desert planet. But they're
Clendathu.
Tatooine. It's actually a different planet. They're not in Clendathu. They're on a neighboring planet.
okay. No, but okay. So it's like a small group of them that are set to search for this signal.
Yeah.
But I think this is where, as they're searching for it, they find out that the mother of these aliens is in this cave.
No.
Am I
that's the
like
end
jumping
of the
way
movie.
ahead?
the
Yeah,
end of
that's
the movie.
kind
Oh
of
my god, are we there yet?
That's the climax.
There's still one big action
You're
scene
getting
left.
kind of
Oh,
close. 'Cause
God.
You're kind of on the right track because
Okay.
they find this outpost, and they're like, everyone's just gone, and there's like they have no idea where. Maybe there's some blood around.
Well, Johnny Rico throws that grenade in that big bug's butt. I forgot about, he blows
Oh
that
yeah,
big
the
bug.
firebug.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he has a win there because he
He,
wins
like,
at
rides
everything.
it like a rodeo.
Johnny Rico always wins.
He shoved a grenade up an alien's butt.
Well, no, he threw it
Yeah.
in its back. He was riding it like a rodeo, and he shot a hole in its back and threw a grenade in it.
Dune
and
style.
it blows up, and then everyone gets covered in orange goo, which you would think would burn them, but it doesn't.
No, it's great. It's like orange creamsicle all over them. And they have a big party because Michael Ironside likes to throw parties for his team.
Yeah,
or
that
whatever.
seems so
with the
reckless.
awesome electric violin.
It does seem reckless.
In the middle of this desert, these bugs could come
still
out of the
fighting
ground
them?
anywhere.
You're still
Let's
fighting
pitch
them.
a tent. Let's camp out here for the night.
Yep.
We won. We won. We got one of them.
But then we get to.
But it's all worth it
It
because
is all worth it.
Daz and Rico end up hooking up.
Do
and
the bing bong.
They do the bing bong.
Finally?
Yeah.
Finally.
Finally,
gets
she
naked.
gets what she wants.
She scores the
It's what you've
proverbial
it's what you've always
touchdown in
wanted,
this
Andy.
situation.
And it's a cute.
yeah.
It's a well done
It
love
is.
scene because it's funny, it's sweet,
Yeah.
it's got boobs in it.
Yeah.
Does it have penetration?
It's implied.
Of your
You don't
mind.
see
It,
it.
really
penetrates
gets
my
your
mind,
emotions.
right.
Yeah.
This isn't some Vincent Gallo scene.
She
or
gets
something.
her She gets her
No, thank
shirt
you.
caught on her head. It's all cute. Mm-hmm. Takes it off for her, all sexy.
And then Michael Ironsides busts in,
Yeah, it's like, oh, we gotta go.
and then
Finish up first.
5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you're in there with the. All right. You can give me 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I get it. Wink, and then walks out.
Send nudes.
So then the next day they go to the outpost.
Well, right after that, 5 minutes go
Yeah.
by.
Yeah.
So
they cut to
they
the
gotta get
outpost.
going. Yeah.
And like, there's I don't know if they even see blood all over.
I think
like,
so.
The place is empty, basically.
Yeah.
And then
It's cleared out.
they go in one room, and there's a dude with like half his head missing.
Yeah.
Half of his head?
Like, there's a giant hole in the top of his
Oh,
head.
crap. He's not going to make it.
And they're like, yeah, right? It's like, medic! I really hope they yell medic.
No.
Oh.
But Michael Ironside sticks his metal arm in the
Yep.
guy's
And he's
noggin
like,
and
it's
switches
like, oh,
it
it's
around
like
a little bit.
soup. They just sucked his brains out.
Oh, yes. I remember that.
Do they find a survivor?
They
Yeah,
do. It's the commander of the base.
This
He
is
was
all
like,
some actor. I forget.
yeah,
I don't know.
he
who
was
his
like
name
hiding
is.
in
He's
a
lot of
locker,
stuff.
and he like falls down. He's like flipping out.
Yeah, he leaves. It's like, where's the choppers? We're all gonna die because you didn't bring help. It's like, oh
Yeah.
no, don't you understand?
Yeah, he's like, they're like, no, what's the big deal? I don't understand.
Well, they also see that the bugs dug into the outpost from underneath, and that's how they like swarmed them from the inside out.
That's why you don't camp.
Nope. that's how they get you.
That's not what you do. So moments later, they get swarmed by arachnids
From the outside.
from the outside.
The bugs were like, look, we already dug up once, but not this time.
In like a sweet, Lord of the Rings Two Towers kind of scene.
Yeah, it really is.
Like a video game, you gotta like defend the outpost. It's really sweet.
So you capture the flag.
There is actually a
situation.
really good video game of Starship Troopers that I did.
Yeah, StarCraft.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
And they play that song. Woohoo!
Oh, Blur.
Yeah.
Song
number
song
two.
two.
Yep.
Song 2.
That's in the music video.
That song's great. It's only 2 minutes long though.
Yeah.
So is the scene.
So they have
before it
their
starts.
insane Helm's Deep fight where they're holding off the aliens for forever until like the aliens just have so many dead bodies they get over the wall.
Yeah, the Urukais just start climbing right over the bodies.
Legolas has to shoot them.
We also get some like flying bugs that like grab some dudes off the tower.
One of them totally wipes out that commander who was in the locker.
Yeah.
They crash landed to him.
Oh yeah, that's right. They shot it down and just like takes him out when it crashes.
Yeah.
I think there's a good
great
smear
payoff.
there too.
It is.
After
It's a really good payoff. So they call in for help, and they're like, "All right, we'll send a ship."
I guess. So.
Whatever.
I guess we got nothing else to do today.
And so they just have to hold off the bugs until the ship can get there to rescue them.
Yeah, they got a time limit in this outpost survival game.
Yeah. So on their HUD, a little timer appears and starts counting down.
5 minutes until arrival.
Wave number 2. And I think they make some comment about like the landing zone's crazy. You better send us the craziest, hot shottiest,
wackadoo pilot you got.
Yeah, with a cowboy hat. And guess who it is?
Milton Berle.
Marlon Brando. You were
Milton
close.
Brando.
It was-
Okay.
Yeah, Marlon Brando.
I knew it was an MB name.
Douglas Hauser?
No, he's busy. He's
okay.
doing important work.
Is it Gary Busey's son?
Oh,
No, he's
there.
one of the infantry guys.
he's
He
in-
plays.
he's with
He
them.
plays an electric violin
All
at
right,
that party, and it's awesome.
Who is it then?
It's Carmen
San Diego?
And the dude.
and the
And the-
dude,
and
and
dude.
Mr. Douche.
the d-bag quarterback pilot.
But he has a big moment because he comes out with a gun and like starts helping them.
Yeah, he blows some dudes
Yeah.
away.
we're all actually on the same side.
Yeah.
So they're all running to the back to the ship.
Well, Michael Ironside first gets like dug up. He dies.
Yeah, a big one does come up from beneath. And he falls into its mouth.
big one.
Yeah.
He actually has one of my favorite quotes that I used today. You know what to do, Rico.
And so there's a moment earlier where one of their guys is caught by one of the flying ones, and it's up in the mountains getting torn apart limb from limb.
Oh yeah.
And Michael Ironside grabs a gun and shoots the guy.
Yeah, not the
instead of the
alien.
alien.
Mhm.
And now we have this scene
Yeah.
coming up where he's like, "You know what to do."
Because he's just getting eaten like straight up.
Man.
And Rico does it.
Yeah, he
does it.
blows him up.
Rico! Rico! You know what to do!
Yes, sir!
Do it, Rico!
And then he's like, "All right, everybody, get out of here now. Now that he's dead." And then I'll let you do it, Brad, because I don't
No,
want to
no,
yell
no,
at.
no, 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 no. You're there. You're there.
No, you have to,
Oh, let
Andy.
Alex do it. Let Alex do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Alex, do it.
Alex, no pressure.
What
but
happens
if you get it wrong?
right
Brad
before
will
they,
yell.
right before they get on the chopper?
Right before.
Right before they get on the chopper.
Right before they get on the chopper. You think
On the
everything's
chopper.
going well.
You think they're about to
You're
escape?
about to escape.
And then, of course, Dez has to be the last one to get on as all the bugs start to overwhelm the entire base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Keep
Yeah.
going?
Yeah, you can keep going.
And then Rico does one of the look backs like, come on, babe. You're too slow. And she's like, oh no. And the bugs, I think she gets like stabbed a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
And then they take the bug out and she's just like, I'm so happy I got to at least fuck you.
That's pretty much exactly
that's
what happens.
Word for word what she says.
All right.
And she's covered in like so much goo. I
Rico-
kind of wanted her to be like, just kiss me, Rico. And she's got like
He's
goo
like,
all over.
he's like, ooh,
Hanky.
She's like coughing it up.
Just one more kiss. She's coughing up blood all over.
Oh man! But they do get on the ship after that.
Yep.
I think with her corpse.
Yeah, she like finishes dying on
like,
the
oh,
ship.
she's much lighter when there's only half of her. Like,
they pull up her torso and head, and that's it. Like, here, she's okay. She'll make it.
Does the goo work? They put her in the fish tank, right?
In the fish tank? With the piranhas?
Someone start heating that fish tank up. We got someone we got to bring back.
Yeah. Get it ready. So they take off and go back to the ship.
Mm-hmm. No.
They
have other plans.
So was it the first battle where, like, when the ships are all getting shot and, like, Carmen has her crazy thing on the ship? Because we didn't talk about that at all. I wasn't sure if that was this battle or if that
Carmen's
was
ship
last
gets,
one.
like, completely destroyed.
Yes.
But she, like,
and,
ends
like,
up
the
saving
captain
it.
she idolizes gets smushed by a door.
Yep.
I was like, who designed these dangerous doors? Because I thought, she has to take an escape pod out of the ship.
No, I think it's like a little shuttle, like a little scuttler.
A little scuttle.
Well, it's a little two-person.
Maybe that happens
here. It's a little two-person shuttle.
I guess that happens here.
Yeah, they fly back up, and that all the space, the crazy space battles happening.
Yeah. So this is the one where it gets shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was right this time, Brad.
Well, yeah.
You got to be right once.
I mean,
at least
we all make mistakes,
right? At some point, Carmen and quarterback pilot.
Yeah, hot douche.
The hottest douche. Escape.
But like him and like hot douche, like Johnny Rico is like, all right, hot douche, you saved me.
You saved my butt.
You can bang my old lady now. It's all right, hot douche. I got to bang
They give one of those bro handshakes.
Yeah.
And then they shower together.
Oh yeah. Do 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 do.
We do 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 do.
They're covering each other in soap.
Oh
baby. So at some point they fight this alien bug.
So yeah,
been waiting for this scene for the whole podcast.
You thought this scene was the movie.
Yeah.
That's the last thing that happens.
I'm like, so Starship Troopers, it starts with them blowing up an alien and credits.
It's a short movie, guys.
We are literally in part one. We are literally going through the entire movie. I think this is like 2 hours in.
Okay, in fairness though, I've gotten it all wrong. So
That's true. That's true.
It's important.
That's true.
So yeah, at some point, Carmen and Hotshot Douche Pilot jet off the ship in like a little two-person escape pod.
Mm-hmm.
And they crash into these caves on the planet.
And Johnny Rico's already there with like a group, and he finds out that she crash landed or whatever.
Nearby. Yeah, they get a radio message like, hey, like, oh, we got a distress beacon nearby us. We should go get them.
But everyone's like, you can't do it. We have to move on. It's like, oh, fine. Only to later, he gets like a weird sense that she's
is there a scene
somewhere.
where she's like, Johnny, help us?
No,
and then he's like,
no.
I'm a telepath now. And then Neil Patrick Harris comes in on a dragon.
In a way. He just guides Rico without him knowing that it's from him. So that's when they meet up with the big brain bug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because the big brain bug wanted people alive.
And that big brain bug creeped the hell out of me as a kid when I saw this movie. Oh my god. I couldn't watch that scene.
It had so many eyes. A lot of this is practical. A lot of this bug.
Yeah.
Because brain bug comes out and
on a carpet of other bugs carrying its fat
it
bug
does,
ass.
Yeah.
No, is this like a hive situation?
Sort
Are these
of.
bugs like
It's
a hive?
it's like a
Or is
mother
it like
bug.
the brain bug like is controlling all the other bugs?
No, it controls some other bugs.
I think there's multiple brain
multiple
bugs.
brain
so.
bugs. Yeah,
Oh.
it just it's like the leader of like that unit of bugs, basically.
Okay.
But then the brain bug comes out and it extends this crazy claw thing. And just whap right into Hot Douche Pilot's head and just sucks his brains out.
Yeah.
He has
You
a
see
last
it-
word too.
You see it like a straw going up
You just
into
see the brains going
bug.
through the thing. As a kid, I was like, oh God, I can't. I could not watch that scene. I had to close my eyes every time. It looks really good, and it's really disgusting.
So what were his last words, Alex?
I don't remember what his last words
okay.
were, but I know they were very
All
defiant.
right, write it down. We need to make sure we note what the last words are.
He sneaks a knife to Denise Richards.
He does.
For some dumb reason.
He doesn't use
use
Yeah.
it.
Chivalry, man.
Because he's a big dumb butt.
Right? He's like, don't worry, I got 2 guns right here.
I'm gonna punch
I
the
think
bug
his
thing.
last lines are something like, someday a guy like me is gonna kill a bug like you. It's something like that.
Ooh, I like that.
It's something like that.
I dig it.
The bug doesn't give a shit.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I don't understand.
I take your brain now. You're dumb.
And I think it's implied that like the idea is when the bug sucks up the brain
goo.
it gains all the knowledge that person has
Yeah,
somehow.
that's how they're always one step ahead.
Yeah,
of
because they keep
us.
like, and that's why the guy that got his brain sucked out at the base was like a radio guy who like knew all the radio stuff.
Yeah. they
What
set
if
the
it was
trap.
really just a delicacy to them,
It's
and they
like,
just
"Oh,
tricked all
brains,
the other bugs into
yes."
thinking it had everything under
Delicious
control? Like,
brain.
bring me these brains. I'll get smarter.
Yeah.
and we'll solve this problem of the humans.
Make
But
sure you
really,
don't eat
it's
those
just like
brains. Don't eat those
caviar.
brains. I need those
Yeah.
brains. Turns out, yeah, just loves those brains.
It doesn't do anything. It's just like really good, like chicken or something like
Yeah.
that.
Right. So after it sucks his
Steak.
brains out, they throw him aside, and they're like, now it's Denise Richards. And she's like, psych, and just cuts the tube right off the brain bug.
Oh yeah, it like reels back in like terrifying. Like,
ow, my
It's dripping.
Yeah.
It's dripping
Ow,
brains.
that was
it's, you essentially cut its dick off, Denise Richards. It's
Yeah.
gonna be mad at you.
Wait
It
a
was
second.
real
I thought
upset.
Denise Richards died.
No,
No,
the captain of her
Des.
ship died under the door.
She's got
And
one.
Des
No,
died.
as we were saying that someone was trying to get onto the ship and they were getting
Oh,
stabbed.
that was Des.
Wait, who's? Oh,
Des
oh,
is
yeah,
the
yeah.
is
Okay,
the-
sorry.
Yeah, Marine girl.
There's more than one girl in this movie, Andy.
Well,
there's like
there's
3 or
Amy
4.
Smart. No, but you guys were talking about Des, and I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about her for some reason.
We're talking about Diz.
Denise Richards.
Then the aliens are like closing in on Denise Richards.
Yeah, but then they start backing up because Johnny Rico is there with a grenade.
He shows up, with his little squad of Marines.
He's like, you know what this is.
yeah, he's got a tactical nuke in his hand.
Let's say they've been using to blow up bug holes throughout.
Yeah.
See, I was gonna say, why didn't they just throw some nukes onto this
Because
planet?
they want to keep the planets. They want to live on the planets for humans.
No.
know? It's a whole beach planet. It's one big desert.
Yeah, it's a big resort right there. That's a lot of money.
You just
Okay.
get.
But
just
like,
get
you don't
Dubai
know
to
how
set up
like
there and just
how
turn it
deep
in.
these aliens are on this planet. Just nuke it a bunch. Like, why send some drones? This movie doesn't have drones.
There is a line where they escape the outpost where it said we got like nuke it from orbit or something like
Yeah,
that.
and
It's
then I
like,
think
we
they-
got something else.
And I
else
think
we
they
got
do.
to
They
do.
like,
Nope.
or,
They have another plan in mind. It's like we can't waste our resources. We got to do this other thing.
No,
Yeah.
waste those. We have too many resources with nukes. Just send them all
Yeah.
there.
Clandestine.
So they take Denise Richards and they all start kind of backing out. And
They end up just leaving.
well, there's like one final dramatic scene where one of the dudes in the squad
Yeah.
gets injured.
One of the guys that's from the Roughnecks, I think, like gets injured and like stays behind.
He's like, give me the nuke. I'll stay behind.
Yeah.
give me the nuke, Rico.
So
You know what to do.
You know what to do.
Everyone keeps telling Rico he knows what to do.
I wanted to be a painter. Ah!
So Rico leaves with his little squad. And that dude blows up that bug hole.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, ha! Good job, everybody. And then
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick
comes out
Harris
from
just
nowhere.
shows up out of nowhere with his intel buddies.
Yeah, and they've caught a brain bug.
They like some unknown private named Zim. And that was their drill instructor
Yep, who
from the
caught
beginning,
one.
who was so determined
Which
to
is
see
like
combat
the
that he.
coolest thing of all time.
It was the great.
There's one throwaway line between Hank from Breaking Bad and him where Clancy Brown's like, I want to see combat. Well,
Yeah.
the only way to do that is to bust yourself down to private.
We need you
And
here
he
to train
did.
the troops. Yeah, he busted
now
himself down to private.
And now we have a payoff at the end where he actually saves the day.
And he's like the huge hero. Like everyone's like, all the other Marines are carrying him on their shoulders, and
Yeah.
they're hauling this brain bug out.
he
the big
salutes
net.
Johnny Rico because Rico's a higher rank at him.
Yeah.
At this point.
How did he kill it?
He just
They didn't
grabbed
kill it. They
captured
captured it.
Captured it.
How did he capture
Well,
it?
the brain,
don't-
They don't
They don't
have
say. They just
on
show
camera.
Okay.
And that's why Neil Patrick Harris is like, they'll remember just a lowly private named Zim who caught a brain bug, and they're hauling the brain bug out. And then there's one final like propaganda commercial, which is a really good cap to the film.
Yeah,
it's so good.
it's basically like, this is where they are now.
And it's like, humankind's doing much better. And it's like,
Now that Buenos Aires is no longer with us.
and like Neil Patrick Harris is like torturing the brain bug, basically doing experiments on it.
there's like a big sensor bar over like the graphic scenes that happen.
the commercials are so
Yeah.
good.
There's one of where the alien like destroys a cow,
Yep,
but like
and
you
just
see it all,
censored,
but
it's
there's a
just guts
sensor.
flying. It's
Yeah.
so good.
That's amazing.
And then the last bit is like, be like
Johnny Rico,
Commander Johnny Rico of the Roughnecks. He's like, come on, you apes, and like
You
running
wanna
in,
live
like,
forever?
Yeah,
or like
catchphrase.
Captain Diz of the Starship, whatever phrase.
She's like, I'm the pilot,
I'm a lady pilot.
flying the
pilot.
captain ship. And that's like,
Were they the only two that had one, or did other people?
I
in
think
the
Neil
squad?
Patrick Harris has one.
Oh,
Neil
Neil
Patrick Harris is
Harris
messing with the brain bug.
with the brain
That's
bug.
that's his bit. He like takes like this crazy needle thing and just like rams it up the brain bug's face.
I feel like Gary Busey Jr. had one too,
Jake
but
Busey. I think he's just still hanging out.
He's
with
probably
Rico.
just with Rico in the last scene, and they're like, "Come on, you apes, want to
So
live
Jake
forever."
Busey has a really good arc. If you watch his character character in the movie. He starts off as very cocky, like wanting to be the leader, and then he gets humbled by the fact that he's like, he understands his role in life.
He gets a knife thrown through his hand. And
Oh yeah,
That does happen, which is awesome.
Put your hand up there for me. What am I doing? Swing.
throws a knife into his hand.
Hey, Sarge, why do we gotta learn how to throw a knife when we just have to shoot a nuke at somebody? Put your hand on that wall!
I can't wait to watch this with Brad.
And it's like really...
Sometimes you can incapacitate an enemy instead of killing.
It's a really mechanical arm that's like on the wall.
Yeah.
It moves, but it looks so weird.
It's very Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. It's so odd looking.
So, but that's the movie. So let's
watch this.
I'm ready to watch it.
End of film.
End of the film.
If you made it this far into our podcast, you are a loyal supporter, and you should just go ahead and sign up for our Patreon. Doing our Patreon drive for November. We get 4 new patrons, so we're going to release an episode every Thursday in December. Go to patreon.com/whatweremember. Thanks.
Young people from all over the globe are joining up to fight for the future.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
They're doing their part. Are you? Join the mobile infantry and save the world. Service guarantees citizenship.
Welcome back to the Damn Bugs Whacked Us Johnny podcast. We watched Starship Troopers.
It's so good. I love this movie.
How was that movie, guys?
I fell asleep for 45 minutes of the
You fell
movie.
asleep during all the boobs, too.
You did. You missed all the boobs.
They are what put me to sleep.
I'm tired of looking at titties. I go nappy when I see them titties.
I see them all the time. It's like nothing for me now.
I want to go sleep when I see those big round titties.
I mean, if you got access to the internet,
And he's
you
like,
don't
is this
need to see
movie
no
just going to be
Starship Trooper
boobies? I'm done.
This is stupid.
Hi, guys.
So,
no, this movie is great.
what did we get right? What did we get wrong?
We pretty much nailed. I want to say. I was right about the tattoos. I was wrong about everything else. But that one, I wanted to, a small victory is all I need.
Also, like, he got that tattoo, and then a guy just, like, poured liquor on it,
Yep,
like,
that's
immediately.
what
And I was
you
like,
do.
is that going to be good for the tattoo?
It's like shaking a Polaroid picture. It's just,
just
not
terrible.
going to be good for it.
Oh man, but everything else pretty much happens the way we thought. I mean, they do have a party breakdown in like the middle of a war zone, basically.
Just doing it up, throwing footballs around, and
I was wondering if like Nerf was one of the producers on this film because there's so many Nerf balls.
It's either Nerf or nothing, Andy. So,
It's true.
It's gotta be that or whatever.
I just didn't remember any of those clips, like from like the
Did you know
propaganda.
Oh,
I
those
never
things are so
remembered that.
good,
That
yeah.
was like an old like. The way they set it up made it look like you were watching something off of like a CD-ROM or something like that. It was like a game that you got off a cereal box and popped up into your computer.
You're
And
just
was like,
playing
you want to know more about the military?
You're playing Encarta or whatever, just like clicking through
exactly.
things.
That's exactly what it feels like. But it is kind of it's weird because
they're
at the
done
time
so
it probably
funny.
sees that way, but now it's actually like an interface that I feel like a lot of people would be kind of familiar with in terms of interacting with what you're seeing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, you get your menu options at the top, and I do want to know more.
He's somber sometimes, like, do you want to know more?
Yes.
Like, oh,
Yeah, definitely.
ooh, that's sad.
They confirmed that it was more than just one planet that they were going to.
Yeah.
I always assumed I was like desert planet. Oh, that's
Nope,
a desert
it's just
planet.
another desert planet.
Yep.
We
it's
have
called
to have
P.
these planets.
Planet Pear.
And
Pia.
and I do like when we were able to at least kind of see in the first day we were jumping from when they leave the outpost to all of a sudden like Carmen's in the escape pod, and I was like, how does that happen? And it really, I mean, they just wrap through it. They're like, all right, we're flying back to the ship, and then they get to their ship, and Neil Patrick Harris, they have a really nice funeral for Diz, and no one else.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then Neil Patrick Harris is like, we're going back to the planet. And then they just go back to the planet that they just came off of, and then their ship blows up. So, I mean...
With elementary school kids.
yeah, that's true. They do get replacements that are like 8. And then Rico and Busey get to have their scene where they're like, what are these kids, 8? And they're like, we're the old men now. And I'm like, you were old when you graduated high school a year ago.
Right.
You were already 35. Like,
well, you grow up fast these days.
Yep. 1 week into the military,
it's like when
and you're already like 65.
Right. I mean, when you're like a 10-year high school senior, it's like that's what happens.
Well, when you're Gary Busey's son, you're gonna be a 10-year senior.
He's so good in this movie.
Oh, he really
is.
is.
So fun, just as a sidekick.
Yep,
Man.
his character. And you're right. His character does have a really good progression. Like he wants to compete with Rico, and then like when he's squad leader, he chokes, and he's like, "I'm just not leadership material, Rico. It should be you." And you're like, "Oh, look at that growth!" And then they become good buddies, and it was good.
Oh man,
Best friends
I love
forever.
anytime that Gary Busey Jr.
Jake Busey.
The
Busey Jr.
Yeah,
The
no,
Buse.
we've been calling him Gary Busey Jr. Anytime he squints, you get to see all and every bit of his teeth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
It's like looking at a horse's mouth.
It's like 4 foot of gums and 4 foot of teeth.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, never ends.
I also think we were a
He's
little
Mr. Ed.
We were a little harsh on
Poor
douchebag
Jake
McPilot
Busey.
in the first half because I will say he's really good at his
I don't
job.
know. He's definitely like skeezing around trying to.
He's totally a skis when he's doing that. But like when they land the pod at the base,
Yeah,
he
then
comes
he's a
out
BA.
blasting. When he's like
He turns
up
the
on the
corner.
ship, he avoids the collisions and gets them out of the ship. And then when they land that pod crashes violently.
Oh,
and he is
yeah.
already out of his seat, helping Carmen get out of the thing. I was like,
Helmet off.
this
popping
dude
off
is
in the gun box.
he's just on top of it.
And
I'll
I think
say.
Rico just finally learned that when he saw him get out of that ship. He's like,
Yeah,
all right.
when they were flying back up on the pod, like he
I
came
get
up and
it.
was like,
That's
You're
what she
all right.
wants.
You know what?
She wants a man that will take the horse by the reins and just lead us to victory and safety.
and I, Johnny Rico, who went from private to lieutenant in the span of 2 weeks, am not that man. Oh, it was a good movie, though. I love this movie.
Yeah, it's quite good. Oh, boy.
I will always watch this if I catch it on TV.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I always enjoy
Ugh.
those movies where it's like anytime it's on TV, doesn't matter if there's commercial breaks.
Yeah.
You can just sit there and
I'd watch
the
it.
rest.
I
Even
want to
when-
watch
even
it
without-
unedited, though. I want to watch it unedited.
Oh, you know, yeah,
I
I
need to
mean-
see them boobs. I need to see that blood.
It is
Yeah.
good.
I need to see the uncut.
I
Good
was
stuff.
trying to think like who were they originally selling this movie to, like when they were making it and getting ready to put $105 million
Yeah.
towards
Yeah,
this
I'm trying
movie.
to think.
Yeah.
In like
Was it, like,
'97,
they were
was
just
there this
gonna, like,
huge
put it
push for
as-
hard sci-fi, like a
Yeah.
horror sci-fi? Like, I
Maybe.
mean,
I think they were like pressing it as like it's like a teen sci-fi movie.
it
in a way.
is kind of yeah.
It's like, oh, it's just like She's All That or something like that, but
mean,
in space with
Yeah,
aliens.
there are parts of this
Yeah.
that feel very much like they're trying to
mix
be
match a lot of
Battlestar
things.
Galactica or they're trying to be Alien, and it's weird.
It's even
because-
combines its own thing, though. Like, this is
Yeah.
the first time we actually see
Yeah.
like space marines in a quantity fighting
Yeah.
something.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
big piles of bodies going against the enemy. It's definitely a unique movie, while at the same time almost feeling like an homage to all of, like the classic sci-fi.
It just does
from
it
the
right.
80s.
It hits you right. It's right in the right spot.
Yeah. I don't know. I was blown away finding out that the budget was like 102 million.
Oh yeah.
I did not
That's a
think it
lot
was
of 97
anywhere up there.
money.
But I mean, with all
It's
the
a lot of
effects,
CG,
yeah,
though.
the CG back then I'm sure was also really expensive. So I mean, it's
Some of
still
those
pretty
actors are
expensive.
probably kind of expensive at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, not like ridiculously
decently.
expensive, but
hmm I mean, they had a lot of
They have a
good
huge cast.
talent in the film. So yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, overall, great movie.
And the sets and just
Yeah, even when you can see that they're like miniatures, they
Everything-
look good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
feels real.
And like the brain bug, like the whole practical of the brain bug coming
Yeah.
in and stabbing him, like it's still. I watched it.
Yeah.
Some of the brain
But it's-
bug
ooh,
was
I didn't
super
notice all like
practical.
the saliva strands up
Oh,
and down
man,
that thing
all the
before.
mucus,
It's like,
yeah.
I don't want that going into
You
my
know what
brain.
that brought me back to? It made me think of like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in a way, like all that slime
Oh
stuff
yeah, all
in
the
there,
goop,
and,
yeah,
like, comparing it to like the pollen and stuff.
yeah.
Oh yeah, so gooey.
Yeah.
Or when they're in the
Falls in
mud.
that mud,
Yeah, the
yeah,
mud.
yeah.
Oh man, so goopy.
I don't like a goopy movie. But I love a goofy
You love
movie.
the
Yeah,
Goofy.
of course you love a goofy movie.
Then they do have good bits, like Carmen gets stabbed in the shoulder near the end, and by the end of the movie, he's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. Just giant hole in my shoulder, but whatever."
Probably because she
biggie.
can't.
I'm just
act.
hanging out with Neil Patrick Harris and Rico.
James Vanderbeek.
She's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
like reading from like a projector, right? During a lot of the scenes, like hey, she has cue cards.
During
or,
every movie she's been in.
does she like can't remember lines or what's her thing?
I don't know.
She's so pretty though.
She's got a pretty face.
She got some
and
eyebrows
that's sad
and
to
some
say.
eyes.
That's really bad to say.
It's- Yeah, I
Very
don't know.
sexist. Very sexist.
I thought Diz's acting was really good.
But I'm sure that's what drove her
Yeah,
career,
she's
though.
really good.
True.
But
Yeah. She played that femme fatale or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Later in her
I
life.
think
But she's probably pretty good in Wild Things, right? I mean, that
You tell
like,
me.
it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Since I was like 12. And I was like, oh my God, my mom's not home. Let me just pop in this VHS.
And then you get to the end like, Kevin Bacon's dick.
Oh!
No! This isn't what I wanted.
why? Oh boy.
Can we take a minute to talk about the fleet formation? Of
Yeah, okay.
starships?
Me and you were talking about this during the film where, like, in the first battle, they are caught by surprise when those plasma things shoot up, and then all the like one ship gets hit and it crashes into every other ship because they're flying 10 feet apart.
Yeah.
And so then at the end of the movie, they're like, the fleet's forming up for another assault, and then they fly the exact same way. A ship gets blown up and crashes into all the other ships again.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you would just space it out, you'd probably lose like one
Space it
ship.
out.
Millions
I
of
get
space
it.
dollars put to waste
Really?
because all of these.
Because they
Well,
really-
space is two-dimensional. You can't fly in all degrees. This is
Oh
the
my
problem.
gosh. It happens twice. Like, I was at the second time, I was like, this time they're gonna make a point being like, make sure we're spaced out this time. So those plasma balls, nope, just blown up. Everyone's blown up because
Everyone
they're
gets
crashing
it.
into each other again.
We didn't learn our lesson.
Nope.
And here we go.
It was
Yeah, it caused like a total space like catastrophe in just like a matter of like 30
Space
seconds.
catastrophe.
Yeah, exactly.
I do love the scene though where that door crushes the camera.
That poor lady. She's
just
about
like,
to get out.
Okay, come on. She could have just like got out of there easily. She wasn't trying hard enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, she didn't have all that training like Carmen did when she raced the other girl to the shuttle.
Right.
If she
That was
raced more people to shuttles, she'd be racing to that escape
That's
pod
true.
better.
That's how
That
we
is
know.
true.
She always wants to win.
And I did like the callback to the
Amy Smart
to
shows up
Amy
at the
Smart
end.
shows up right at the end.
She
as-
has Carmen's job, like old job, and Carmen's the captain now.
She's like, look at me, I'm the captain now.
Giving arcs to minor characters is a lost art in movies.
It is.
And this really tried to
Yeah.
do it, you know?
It's
Throughout the film. Everyone's doing something.
It's something where
Everyone
it's-
changes.
It gives it a lot of good
You don't agree?
rewatchability.
No, I do agree.
Oh,
I
you're,
agree.
you fart? You're smiling really, really proud.
I think he was thinking about the Chris O'Donnell that I pointed out.
Yes, I was actually. There was one character that Alex kept pointing out that looked like Chris O'Donnell, but they couldn't get Chris
He really
O'Donnell
does.
at the time.
He's a discount,
'cause he was-
discount Chris O'Donnell, and as soon as he said it, I couldn't unsee it.
Yeah, I was
He's
like,
like-
why didn't they get Chris O'Donnell?
He's like
then?
shorter, doesn't have as good of a smile as Chris O'Donnell.
He's kinda fat.
scrunched his face and body up a little
And
bit.
the worst part is he's so energetic, so he keeps like some character will start delivering a line, and he'll just like bust into the scene like, "It's my line now," and they're going like,
War!
"We're going to war!" It's so funny. Oh my gosh,
That guy's great. All the little touches.
they do.
They
This-
couldn't get Chris O'Donnell. He
everybody's
was making
different.
Batman and Robin.
He was making that Batman bank.
Yeah.
He was getting that Batman credit card. Yeah. Taking it to the bank.
There's a lot of good little like cosmetic features. Like we noticed the bruise on Diz's neck.
Yeah, like little subtle things that in this movie that I mean,
They paid
with a
attention
bunch of
to
that big, they
continuity.
really were able to pay attention. Because yeah, like when she fights Zim at the beginning, and he like puts his knee on her neck and kind of chokes her out, and then the next scene,
Yeah,
she's got like a really faint bruise on her neck, and I'm like, that's
Yeah, they
something
don't
I
even,
wouldn't
like,
even
make a
thought about.
reference
That's
to
just
it.
yeah,
Yep.
they
That-
don't call attention to it. It's just there, and I'm like,
I
that's
feel like
just-
that's one of the things you're. If it wasn't there, you'd be like, "Oh, why shouldn't that be there?" But when it is there, it's like, "Oh yeah, that's."
It's when it
that's
is there,
perfect.
yeah. You don't notice it
Right.
until this is
Beautiful.
like my 12th watch, and now I'm like, oh, there's a bruise on her neck, and I'm like, that's incredible. Some makeup artist
Somebody
was like,
gave a shit in this
Yeah,
movie.
like,
I don't know if you would say that's incredible.
That's the greatest thing I've
That's-
ever
it's
seen.
the most
I'm so
impressive.
glad that she got bruised.
I'm gonna take just that soundbite and put it in a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Another white guy.
It's the best scene ever put to film. I'm saying it now.
Undisputable.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Then we can watch Starship Troopers 2, which is alien
well, no.
inside of a tower.
Let's not say we
It's
didn't.
really bad.
Let's not say we didn't. And
Oh,
3.
and
Let's not say we
3.
didn't.
I think both the sequels were like indie movies that like were produced for nothing.
Yeah, they were just like straight to video.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Was the quality nearly as good? I mean,
No.
I mean, assume the acting was.
Like I said, Starship Troopers 2 is very much like you can tell that they only had like $1,000 because they make it like an Alien ripoff, so that the entire movie takes place inside one set. So and it's just like
that's
it's
very
like,
reminiscent
there's a
of an
bug
independent
hunting them
movie.
inside a ship, and it's like, is this Starship Troopers? It could be anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very reminiscent of an independent movie where you just strip down all the scenes possible, make it one set.
And the acting's really good. And then the third one has some amazingly horrible CGI.
Guess
Where they have
Van
like
Dien's in that one.
crazy,
He comes back.
yeah, he does. And they have these
he
like
had
crazy
to. He
huge
had no
mech
other
suits
career.
that they're fighting the bugs with, and
I mean, Casper Van Dien, was he in anything else?
Sleepy Hollow.
Okay, but like real stuff though.
Tarzan.
I'm just kidding.
I will say he is like he looks perfect for this part. Like he has the most cut
Do you have a crush on
jaw.
Casper Van Dien?
No, just Johnny Rico.
Oh, okay. Just the character.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
But I mean, with the
Go
jaw,
on about his cut jaw, yeah.
Although he did not work out his core enough.
You don't think so?
No.
I didn't think
He
so.
had
For the
no
shower
abs.
scene?
No abs at all.
When he got whipped, I was like, "Where are them abs at?"
Yeah, where the abs at?
Pop that shirt off. Let me see them abs,
No,
girl.
he totally popped that shirt off. He had an upper body, but it was like
I'll say he looked good, but he didn't have abs, and I was
for
like,
having that jaw, he could not hold leather in his mouth. At
no,
all.
that's true.
Yeah,
You know,
he dropped
you
that.
don't
After,
wanna-
he
you
dropped
don't
that
want a guy
after
like
6.
that. Nope.
Dropped it after 6.
Can't take that
guy
boy home.
holding leather in his mouth as tight and firm as possible.
Wait, can you go back and say that slower without everyone talking over Alex?
I need a guy to hold leather in his mouth as tightly and firmly as he possibly can.
All right.
Yeah,
All of
that's
our
in store.
listeners just got boners. And so did we.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
now that's why you listen to the podcast.
That's it right there for that. Leather Talk with Alex.
Another creepy aside. Brought to you by
The Leather Daddy.
One disappointment: the whip in Rico's whip scene wasn't a plasma.
Not a laser whip. I know. We added our own sound effects to make it a laser whip, but it was. We were all disappointed.
Leather whip.
Yeah.
There's a laser whip in some movie, right?
I'm sure there is. There's got to be.
Star Wars.
There is in some of the Star Wars books, Brad, but not in any of the films.
Kind of S&M Star Wars laser scene.
Although there's probably.
I'm sure if you just go to like, some like bondage place, they probably have that going on right now.
Tell them Andy sent you.
Say you want the Andy special.
It comes with a leather grip for your mouth.
I won't tell you how to get to this place, but if you get there, tell him Andy sent you.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise.
Starship Troopers.
I was looking forward to Super
great.
Troopers, but this was even better.
The movie on our next episode has the tagline, 6 teenagers have discovered the power to fight the forces of evil. Now the fate of the universe is in their hands. It's another live episode that we recorded at the Main Art Theater. It's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie.
This summer, our world will come under attack
The mayor has declared a state of emergency.
by the most evil force ever known. He has armies at his command, and only one power on Earth can stop him. Welcome to my nightmare. Now, the ultimate adventure begins.
Hi, honey. I'm home.
You garlic-sucking dingo brain!
We're the Power Rangers. Ooh, where's my autograph book?
More action. More adventure. More power.
The ooze is back. You ooze, you lose.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie.